Welcome to Live Studio Championship Wrestling. I am Nick Gulas, and we have a huge show lined up for you tonight. Wrestling fans, Wednesday night at the Fairgrounds Coliseum, I have signed one of the biggest cards I ever signed. Headlined with the interns taking on Lynn Rossi and Bearcat Brown.
Lights down at the Hippodrome, a wild Tennessee night. Steel chairs scraping rhythm under flickering yellow light. They don't need no gold or silver, they don't need no crown, just the hardest working man to come and take that title down. Oh, Lynn Rossi, let that Nashville rumble roll. He's got the fire in his muscles and the rock and roll in his soul. Shake the rafters, bust the floor, hear that Gulas Welch machine. Meanest baby face that the South has ever seen. Hey, hey, the sweat is dripping off the rafters, you can smell the wintergreen. 200 pounds of lightning striking every part of the scene. He's a man of peace till the bell rings out, then he's a hurricane, leaving every bad guy lying in the middle of the pain. Oh, Lynn Rossi, let that Nashville rumble roll. He's got the fire in his muscles and the rock and roll in his soul. Shake the rafters, bust the floor, hear that Gulas Welch machine. Meanest baby face that the South has ever seen. Yeah! Go, man, go! Lynn Rossi forever! Get going! The white lights flicker on the steel, a stethoscope pressed to the floor. Dr. Ramey has a contract to heal, but his medicine's a closed-door war. He walks with a clinical, quiet pace, checking the pulse of the crowd, while two dark phantoms hide their face under a cotton shroud. Scalpels of bone and sutures of wire, the masked ones descend in a clinical blur. Ramey is fanning the surgical fire, performing the ritual cures. No anesthesia for the pride you possess, just the weight of the medical heel. A surgical mess in a velvet-lined dress, under the flash of the steel. They don't want a pinfall, they don't want the gold, they crave the anatomy of your pain. To see how much pressure the ribcage can hold before the blood rushes the drain. Hushed constellations in the corner of sin, a masked hand reaches for more. The doctor is grinning, let the cutting begin, dragging your spirit to the floor. Scalpels of bone and sutures of wire, the masked ones descend in a clinical blur. Ramey is fanning the surgical fire, performing the ritual cures. No anesthesia for the pride you possess, just the weight of the medical heel. A surgical mess in a velvet-lined dress, under the flash of the steel. The patient is ready for the morgue, no more pulses left to forge. Good night, Nashville. Rest in pieces.
Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, get ready. On Monday night, June 22nd, 1970, the National Guard Armory will be the place to be for another thrilling night of Nick Gulas and Roy Welch Championship Wrestling. The main event is an unforgettable hair versus masks battle. Herbert Heggie and Buddy Wayne put their hair on the line against the mysterious masked destroyers who risk losing their masks. There will be no time limit, no disqualifications, and a barber will be standing at ringside with clippers, ready to shave Heggie and Wayne if they lose, or watch the masked destroyers reveal their identities if they're defeated. Plus, don't miss a special women's attraction as the powerful Black Venus squares off against Ramona Wingo in a hard-hitting contest. The action begins at 8:30 p.m. Ringside seats are just $2, general admission $1.50, and children under 12 only $1. Be there for an unforgettable night of professional wrestling presented by Nick Gulas and Roy Welch. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look back at another tremendous night of Gulas-Welch Championship Wrestling at the Nashville Fairgrounds Wrestling Arena. The featured attraction saw a battle of the bruisers as the Spoilers, accompanied by their manager Saul Weingeroff, took on the masked interns with Dr. Ken Ramey. The fans had been demanding to see these hated rivals settle their score, and this was the main event everyone had been waiting for. The first main event featured a wild grudge tag battle. Al Green teamed with Pretty Boy Frank Martinez to face the rugged duo of Len Rossi and Bearcat Brown. Also on the card, Ernie the Cat Lad squared off against Corsica Joe, while the massive Big Bad John met Tony Russo in singles competition. Promoters Nick Gulas and Roy Welch invited wrestling fans to the Fairgrounds New Building Wrestling Arena every Wednesday night at 8:30. Now, here are the official results from that exciting evening. In the main event, the Spoilers and Saul Weingeroff defeated the masked interns, and Dr. Ken Ramey 2 falls to 1 before a crowd of 3,312 fans. The first fall ended in just 48 seconds when a Spoiler used a devastating backbreaker. The interns evened the match in the second fall after a spectacular top rope move, but in the deciding fall, chaos erupted when Saul Weingeroff threw a fireball, allowing the Spoilers to capitalize and score the winning fall. In the wild grudge tag battle, Pretty Boy Frank Martinez and Al Green defeated Len Rossi and Bearcat Brown 2 falls to 1. Bearcat Brown captured the first fall for his team, Green tied the match in the second, and controversy ended it all in the third when Rossi refused to break a sleeper hold after being ordered to do so, resulting in his disqualification. In the other featured bouts, Big Bad John defeated Tony Russo with a reverse back body drop in 11 minutes, while Ernie, the Cat Lad, defeated Corsica Joe in just 9 minutes with his powerful boot kick. Another unforgettable night of action, excitement, and controversy from Gulas-Welch Championship Wrestling, where every Wednesday night the biggest stars in professional wrestling battled it out before thousands of enthusiasts.
Next up, a wild tag battle between Eddie Marlin and Tommy Gilbert, taking on Phil Hickerson and Big Al Green with manager Sam Bass.
About 6 or 7 feet in the air. Over he goes, over the shoulders, right on the base of the spine. Tommy Gilbert taking a tremendous beating here tonight. The referee starts his count. Tommy Gilbert throws Phil Hickerson off. Al Green comes in, stomps right on the chest of Tommy Gilbert. Referee ordering Al Green back to the corner. Phil Hickerson is in there. He and Tommy Gilbert are going at it. Phil Hickerson giving Tommy Gilbert a taste of his own medicine with that fist. One time, hits him again in the head. Tommy Gilbert in a lot of trouble tonight here at Convention Center, taking that fist to the forehead. Tommy Gilbert flat on his back now. As Phil Hickerson continues to apply the punishment to Tommy Gilbert. Tommy Gilbert ducks. Both wrestlers receiving blows. All of them in the ring right now. Referee trying to separate him. Eddie Marlin mad, saying, well, why me? But Eddie Marlin back to his corner. The referee now has to clean house on the other side, but Tommy Gilbert is back in the match again. Tommy Gilbert lets in a Big Al Green. That was Eddie Marlin. Tommy Gilbert in trouble in the blue trunks. Both wrestlers working over Tommy Gilbert right now. The referee wants order. Phil Hickerson slamming his fist into the forehead of Tommy Gilbert. Tommy Gilbert flat on his back. What a beating Tommy Gilbert has taken here tonight. You can hear that crack over here. Fans, listen to that, fans. Listen to that. I can't believe it. I am about 40 feet away, and I can hear that crack like it was standing right next to me. That doggone fist flying right into the side of the head. Unbelievable. Tommy Gilbert going berserk in the ring. Tommy Gilbert passed down on the ring apron they go. The The fight is going on right amongst the stands. There are fans this time against wrestlers. His referees is everything in the ring. The referee finally clears things up. There is Sam Bass. Sam Bass has Eddie Marlin. Eddie Marlin pounces on Sam Bass. This is unbelievable. Look at this fan. Sam Bass has, looks like a belt, choking Tommy Gilbert. Tommy Gilbert getting choked by Sam Bass. Eddie Marlin and Al Green. Eddie Marlin being the recipient of a lot of fish to Phil Hickerson and Al Green. Tommy Gilbert has that belt. Look at that, fans. Look at that. Has that belt the size of a razor staff. Letting the wrestlers have it. The referee thinks it. This is complete chaos tonight in the ring for this championship match. Let's see what happened on this one, fans. The referee has ordered the bell rung. Let's see what the results were in this NWA match. There was a disqualification. The NWA rule states that in the disqualification, the belts cannot change hands. I can't tell from here who won the match, who was disqualified, if there was a winner. There may have been no contest. However, in a disqualification, the belts cannot change hands. Therefore, Phil Hickerson and Al Green continue to hold the NWA belts. Eddie Marlin and Tommy Gilbert protest, but to no avail. The NWA champions.
Big Al's iron, Hickerson steel, rattle the boards, show 'em how it feels, 60 tons of Memphis lightning, purely frightening, engines roaring, grease in the groove, heavy metal, watch 'em move, NAA, the new wave sound, tanks are rolling, shaking the ground, tanks are rolling, shaking the ground, tanks, rolling, shut the gate, Memphis go!
Let's check in with our sponsors at Tennessee Pride. We will be right back.
Our real country sauce is the best you ever tried. Look for me on the label of Tennessee Pride. It's real country sausage, yes sirree. The secret of the goodness is the recipe. But before this song is done, I'll play. Mr. Odom will tell you how it's made.
Well, we start with fresh meat that's really grand, pure whole hog pork, the best in the land. Then we add a dash of X and a pinch of Z, and for flavor and taste we add Y9D. A touch of Odom magic blends all three. That's the secret of the secret recipe.
Our real country sauce is the best you ever tried. Look for me on the label of Tennessee Pride. Take home a package of Tennessee Pride.
Friday night, May 8th, as professional wrestling returns to the National Guard Armory in Dixon, Tennessee. The action begins at 8 p.m., with 2 blockbuster matches guaranteed to thrill fans of all ages. In the featured attraction, television favorite Miss Sarah Lee teams with the rugged Japanese star Sugi Sito to battle the popular duo of Miss Kara Combs and Buddy Wayne. It's a rare mixed tag team showdown that's expected to produce fireworks from the opening bell to the final fall. Then, making his Dixon debut, the legendary Japanese star Tojo Yamamoto steps into the ring against the rough and dangerous spoiler number 1. Yamamoto has already earned a reputation across the South, but he'll face one of his toughest challenges yet in this hard-hitting contest. Promoters are expecting one of the largest wrestling crowds ever to fill the Dixon National Guard Armory, so don't wait until the last minute. Tickets go on sale at 6:30 p.m. Ringside seats are just $2, general admission is $1.50, and children under 12 are only $1. Be there Friday night, May 8th at the Dixon National Guard Armory for an unforgettable evening of professional wrestling. Don't miss it. Fans, step back in time to Thursday night, January 8, 1970, when Gulas Welch Championship Wrestling returned to the Waverly National Guard Armory. In those days, Waverly wasn't a weekly wrestling town. Instead, Gulas Welch brought their famous spot shows to communities like Waverly just 3 or 4 times a year, making every event a special attraction that fans eagerly anticipated. On this night, the masked former NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Mighty Yankees, battled Nashville favorites Eddie Marlin and the rising Les Thatcher in a 2 out of 3 falls main event. Fans also witnessed U.S. Ladies Champion Cora Combs taking on Sarah Lee, along with a full evening of professional wrestling action. When Gulas Welch came to town, it wasn't just another sporting event. It was the biggest entertainment event of the season. The Armory would fill with cheering fans, creating memories that still live on more than 50 years later. Thursday night, July 16, 1970. As the National Guard Armory in Dixon, Tennessee played host to another exciting night of Nick Gulas and Roy Welch Championship Wrestling. The featured television tag team attraction saw Buddy Wayne and Herbert Heggie take on the rugged duo of Al Green and Frank Martinez in what promised to be a hard-hitting battle between 4 outstanding competitors. In the special singles attraction, hometown favorite Len Rossi squared off against the powerful Mac York in a match guaranteed to keep the fans on the edge of their seats. With packed crowds, fast-paced action, and the biggest wrestling stars of the era, Thursday nights at the Dixon National Guard Armory became a Tennessee tradition. Another unforgettable night under the Gulas Welch banner where every match was worth the price of admission.
Let's check in with our sponsors over at Martha White. We'll be right back.
Now you better cry with Martha White.
Yes, sir.
Goodness gracious, good night, Martha White.
Martha White.
For the finest cornbread you can bake, get Martha White's surprising meal.
Hot rice and fries and meal.
Martha White's surprising meal, for goodness sake.
Yes, ladies, you'll make your family mighty happy when you serve cornbreads made with Martha White's self-rising cornmeal. It's got hot rise, Martha White's own miracle baking ingredient that gives you cornbreads that are higher and lighter every time. Get a bag of Martha White's self-rising cornmeal with hot rise right away, and you'll agree.
For the finest cornbread you can bake, get Martha White's surprising meal.
Hot rice and fries and meal.
Martha White's surprising meal, for goodness sake.
Wednesday night and the concrete is humming. Dust in the rafters, you hear them all coming. Nick and Roy Welch got the heavyweights booked. Once you step inside, buddy, you're already hooked. At the Nashville Fairgrounds, the air's getting thin. Check your heart at the door, let the rumble begin. Let the rumble begin. Let it begin. Well, the mighty Yankees are raising some hell. Mephisto and Dante got a dark story to tell. Bearcat Brown is a mountain, a lightning strike. Tojo Yamamoto got a grip you won't like. Len Rossi got a grip you won't like. Len Rossi is fighting with blood on his brow. Len Rossi is fighting with blood on his brow. But Jackie Fargo is the king of this city right now. Yeah, he's the king. Wednesday night at the Nashville Fairgrounds. baby. Woo!
Next, a grudge tag match. Before a sellout crowd, Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham versus Otto von Heller and Kurt von Steiger with manager Sam Bass.
Well, looky there, the room starts shaking when the man comes through the door. Check of diamonds on his stride, he's a king upon the floor. Lace up leather, black and tall, he's got the whole crowd in his hand. With a fist of iron and a strut so loud across this Tennessee land. Go, Jack, go! Oh, Jackie, you're the showstopper, the wildfire in the night. Dancing through the chaos under the southern lights. Whirlwind in the center, you're the master of squared circle. Jackie Fargo, man, you're making them turn purple. Yeah, growl! He's the high-octane old rebel with the lightning in his soul, taking every challenger and grabbing full control. They don't know the Fargo strut until it's right up in their face. Then he sends them packing from this legendary place. Work it, Jackie, yeah! Whoa, Jackie, you're the showstopper, the wildfire in the night. Dancing through the chaos under the southern lights. Whirlwind in the center, you're the master of squared circle. Jackie Fargo, man, you're making them turn purple. Yeah, growl! Jackie Fargo, he's the one. Lord have mercy, he's the greatest thing under the sun. Get gone.
Twin shadows rising off that beige tone shag. He's got that dark rod tight like a loaded mag. Sam Bass standing still, denim button to the chin, planning out the trouble that his boys are bringing in. Otto von Heller, arms crossed like iron bars. Kurt von Steiger's eyes reflecting neon scars. Von Heller, von Steiger, the stripe is red and deep, while Sam Bass is counting souls the devil's gonna keep. A mountain of a man in those black lace boots, tearing up the floorboards and the local family roots. In the square of the circle, where the light hits the wall, they're the only ones standing when the hammers all fall. One's in the high leather, black as a moonless night. The other's got the crimson laces pulled up tight. Two shaved heads gleaming in the studio heat, crossing over chests that never tasted defeat. Sam's got the power, sitting in that slender cane, while the giants in the singlets are just looking for the pain. Von Heller, von Steiger, the stripe is red and deep, while Sam Bass is counting souls the devil's gonna keep. A mountain of a man in those black lace boots, tearing up the floorboards and the local family roots. In the square of the circle, where the light hits the wall, they're the only ones standing when the hammers all fall. You can see it in the lighting, see it in the pose, how they look at the world right down their hook nose. High pile carpet, backdrop made of gray, they're the kind of villains that never go away. Yeah, Sam Bass and the boys, watch your back in the parking lot. They ain't just acting. Eller Steger.
Tag match signed for tonight's main event. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham again tonight, paired against the Wicked Shermans, Carl Von Steiger and Otto Von Heller. Tonight, Steve Kovac serves as a second to Fargo and Graham to offset the tactics of the Germans manager, Sam Bass. Tonight's match signed, no time limit, no disqualification. Luke Graham and Otto Von Heller locking up now, with Graham taking the advantage and going to the armbar, using that big elbow to an advantage to lower Mr. Von Heller to his knees. The tag made in now to Jackie Fargo. Jackie Fargo, one of the most popular men to ever wrestle here, comes in and starts immediately on that arm. Fargo taking Otto Von Heller over. Okay, some kind of tag match is what we've had. The capacity crowd has been on their feet just about throughout the whole match. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham against the mighty Germans, Von Steiger and Von Heller. Jackie Fargo with a series of rights and lefts, drops Von Steiger, and then goes over and meets Von Heller with one. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham. Seconded by Steve Kovac tonight. No time limit, no disqualification in this great return. Fargo met by Von Steiger off the ropes, and both men are knocked to the mat. Sam Bass, the manager of the Germans, as yet has not been a factor, and Steve Kovac has kept him pretty well in check. The tag is made into Von Heller, and Heller comes in lifting Fargo by the hair, dropping him with a big right. The count is one. Luke Graham in to prevent the possible pin. As I mentioned, the capacity crowd's been on their feet throughout this match. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham. The tag's made into Von Steiger now. Jackie Fargo goes to work on Von Steiger with a big right. Fargo apparently in trouble. Does manage to make the tag to Luke Graham for the applause of the fans here at the fairgrounds. Big Luke Graham. Both Germans knocked to the floor. Luke Graham using that elbow to down Von Steiger. Von Steiger's taking an awful lot of punishment from that big elbow, and Graham turning his attention to Von Heller. However, Von Steiger is the legal man in the ring. Luke Graham, all 280 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, going to work on the rugged German, Carl Von Steiger. And again, he drops that elbow to the throat. The count reaches two as Von Heller is able to come in and prevent the pin. Kovac serving as the second tonight to Fargo and Graham, as Sam Bass manages the German duo. Luke Graham drops Von Heller, and again pins Steiger. The count reaches two, as both Germans seem to be running in and out of the ring almost at free will, and no time limit, no disqualification allows these guys to do as they please almost. Now it's Von Heller and Graham hooking up on the ropes. Otto Von Heller, about 260 pounds, throwing in those big rights to the chin of Luke Graham, and now Graham is feeling it. He goes to work on Von Heller with a series of rights of his own, taking one to the corner, and he and Jackie both begin to go to work on Otto Von Heller. All four men in the ring now, as referee Paul Morton almost powerless in this no disqualification match. The loaded boot, Von Heller kicking away at Luke Graham. Von Heller drops Graham. 1, 2, 3. The match is over with Otto Von tiger pin. Sam Bass going to work on his second. Steve Kovac now with that whip of some sort that he carries. Steve Kovac serving as a second tonight finds himself in the middle of the ring with a cut opened up on his head as Sam Bass using that whip to his head. Now Von Haller taking over on Kovac. Big Steve Kovac, the popular Canadian wrestler, serving as a second tonight, has found himself right in the middle of all of it. Steve Kovac wrapping Von Haller while Sam Bass continues to thump Jackie Fargo. Steve Kovac removing the belt from his trousers. He's going to use that on the head of Otto Von Haller. While over in the other corner, referee Paul Morgan trying to get some order restored here, although the match is officially over. Luke Graham holding Sam Bass by the throat, but again Sam Bass uses that big whip of his to the head of Luke Graham. All the men in the ring now. Kovac bringing blood to the head of Otto Von Haller from the use of that belt. Kovac's bleeding, and now Von Haller. Kovac and Sam Bass over on this side sliding away at one another while Luke Graham reaching for Sam Bass. Sam Bass using that stick on everyone, Steve Kovac in particular. Luke Graham and Jackie Fargo lose another heartbreaker tonight at the Fairgrounds Arena. There's a heartbreaker at the Fairgrounds Arena to the mighty German team, Otto Von Haller and Karl Rundsteiger, for their manager Sam Bass. Repeating, Luke Graham pinned by Otto Von Haller from the use of a loaded boot. And once again, the Germans, Karl Rundsteiger and Otto Von.
What a match that was. I have already signed a rematch with no time limit. No disqualification, and Sam Bass will be barred from the arena.
Back against the cold concrete block, wavy hair wild like a live wire shock, hairy chest heaving in the locker room light. He's tasting blood for the coming fight. Mustache, sweat, and a chin tuft of gray. The wild man's coming for a heavy price to pay. Crazy Luke Graham, the loaded thumb, grabbing the wrist till the whole arm's numb. Right thumb rigid like a vertical stake, leaving a path of the hearts he'll break. Luke Graham, yeah, the thumb is loaded. Luke Graham, watch that thumb. God!
Up next, we have a film clip where Big Bad John attacked the fabulous Jackie Fargo with his helmet. He put Jackie in the hospital with a concussion. Big Bad John, that was really disturbing what you did to Jackie Fargo, hitting him in the head with that helmet. And you know that was wrong. Jackie Fargo is out for revenge. Jackie Fargo is an idiot. I was holding my helmet and he charged me like a runaway bull. He ran into the helmet. I didn't hit him. I know Jackie Fargo is going to be out to get you. Bring it on, Fargo. Next time I will finish you off for good. Big Bad John, you got hell to pay when Jackie Fargo gets his hands on you, and you deserve everything he does to you. We will check in with Jackie next week. We are out of time this week. Till next time, I am Nick Gulas, and wrestling is king of sports.